I am so sorry that you can't come to Historic Garden Week this year. I pray that everybody you love is safe from this terrible pandemic. I'm going to show you how we make an arrangement that might go in a Historic Garden Week home. My garden club, the Rappahannock Valley in Fredericksburg, we're in Zone 7, and we try to make these arrangements from our gardens as much as possible. We may purchase flowers if they are also seasonal. But what I've got here are some things that I just picked from my garden. The key is to have variety in your garden and also to condition what you have. So real quickly, I'll just run through what I'm going to use, and then I'm going to make an arrangement that might go on a mantle in somebody's home. Lilacs, gorgeous. This, can you guess? This is the flower from the turnip. We have turnips still in our vegetable garden, and they have gone to seed and flower. Right here, I have some beautiful small specimens. This precious little narcissus. The first rose, and I can tell you, usually for Garden Week, we do not have roses, but this has been an exceptional spring. Right here, everybody comes on the garden tour and says, oh, I love hydrangeas. But you know what? In Zone 7, we don't have hydrangeas yet. So this is Viburnum. We call it snowball viburnum because it just looks like snowballs. It's so beautiful when it's fully white like this, but it's also gorgeous in its preliminary stage where it's just a vivid green. Over here, I am giving you one of my stellar tree peonies. I have some heuchera leaves, both the more traditional color and this hot lime. I have Solomon seal, some tulips. This is a fantastic columbine, which has just coming into bloom. Lots of Lenten rose and Lenten rose foliage, and this gorgeous Exbury azalea. So, oh no, there's something else here too. I think this is a, you know what happens? Sometimes you forget the word for things. If I think of it later, I'll tell you. Anyway, I'm going to now make an arrangement using these flowers, and this would be something that you might see on a Historic Garden Week tour. And promise me you're coming back next year to see what we have done. So I usually start with some greenery just to give it some line. This is, like I said, it's going to be sort of a one-sided arrangement because it's going to be seen from the front, and I'm trying to work backwards, so we'll see how that goes. It's fun when you're when the garden club members all get together. Honestly, it's my favorite day of the garden club year. We don't dress up. We wear blue jeans. We enjoy the gorgeous blooms from everybody's garden. Everybody in the club contributes. Even if you're not an arranger, you grow something, and that something is just what people need to see. Of course, we know people who aren't in the garden club who maybe have the best specimens that we can take advantage of. And people are so generous. If you say, I need it for the garden club, well, most of the time they just say, well, come right on. So, how's this looking? You can't see. I'm gonna have to move some of these things. Oops. I've been so fortunate to be in a club where we've got great workers and everybody makes their contribution to this beautiful day. Of course, we couldn't do it without homeowners who are so kind to let us in, let us see what they have in their beautiful homes. And since, you know, this is sort of behind the scenes, what you're seeing today, we have to go into their houses the day before the tour and make these arrangements. We love to do it outside if we can, so we're not making a mess, and the weather's generally cooperative. But you know, it could be pouring down rain or even snowing, and all of those things have happened on different tours. I'm gonna pop in some of this azalea. I'm just going to leave it like that. I thought maybe I'd break it up, but I don't think we need to. I think it's just so pretty. How we doing? You know, the other thing I did cut that I think this is so gorgeous, this is a variegated ivy, and I would never plant ivy. It is invasive. It strangles everything. But I grow this one in a pot so I can contain it, and then I can use it. Now let's say that we've put this up on a mantle and we put that ivy in. We have got a beautiful drapey effect, and I want to keep that going from both sides. Let's see, I'm going to just step away from the camera for a minute so I can see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. I see some holes and we're going to fill them in. How about some tulips? You know, I have this friend, and she is a beautiful arranger and designer, and she always says, what grows together goes together. And I could not agree more. Look how the colors, now I just went out in my yard. I did not think I need such and such. I just went to see what God gave me, and God is good. I got what I wanted, what I needed, and it's just spectacular. How about that for some height? Thank you, Columbine. Woohoo! I was going to put some of this tall turnip flower in. Another joy of doing arranging for Historic Garden Week is that it doesn't have to be perfect. You want it to be beautiful, but it's a different kind of arranging to flower show arranging, where you have some pretty specific measurements that you're trying to work towards. And while we might do period arrangements in homes for Historic Garden Week, nobody's going to judge them. We just want people to walk in the door and go, wow. Generally, our club will leave some notes for the tourists who come through on the tour that will tell them what the various flowers are. So, okay, how's it looking? Is it filling in? I've got some more of these beautiful tulips. We've got to put them in. Where will we put them? You know, tulips have a mind of their own, so by later on in the day, they might be doing something that you didn't intend, but you have to let them do what they want to do. I'm going to just pop a few more things in, but I think you've got the idea of how an arrangement is made for Historic Garden Week. Look at that color. Look at it. It's popping. You know, what I wanted to do with these little things was just, when you're arranging flowers in a room, in a house, it's always nice to have some surprises. You might just do a little something on a side table. That is the Julia Child Rose, and isn't she gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see. Oops. I just love their little erect heads. They're so happy. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to clear these off and you can have a look at the finished arrangement without so much clutter. don't want to waste that pretty Solomon seal, do we? Okay. There we go. And that's your arrangement. Thanks so much. Bye.